Here are 8 common beliefs everyone is wrong about. Number 8. Waiting for cell phone battery to drain out. One of the most common, and completely wrong belief which a lot of us have is regarding the gadget that fits in our pocket. A lot of people tend to believe that they must wait till their cell phone battery has completely drained out, before charging it again. Not only it's 100% boring, but it is also 100% useless. You wouldn't be wrong about this practice if you were living in an era where the man had just started flying. But the batteries that we use these days are lithium-ion batteries. They don't mind when do you charge them. So go ahead, recharge the battery juice before it gets boring. Number 7. We have got 5 senses: sight, sound, smell, taste, and touch. These are the 5 senses we have got. But is it really so? We often even talk about the 6th sense when we are able to predict next stupid move our friend will make. But is that all? Turns out, all of us who believe that we have just 5 senses are wrong. While our friends in the white lab coat are still working on figuring out how many senses we exactly have, they are certain that it isn't just 5. A general consensus among scientists is a number that may lie between 14 to 20. So next time someone tells you about their 6th sense, you can chuckle about their inferiority. Number 6. 10 and 2 o'clock. Yes. If you still believe the 10 and 2 o'clock method of steering is the safest, it's time to update. For years the drivers have been trained to place their hand on steering in at 10 and 2 o'clock position. This was considered ideal for the extra oomph. But with advent of new technology, this method is outdated and in some cases very dangerous. The modern cars are equipped with power steering ability. That makes this old method unnecessary. Not just that, since the front airbags are now mandatory, if you continue to steer in the old way, if the airbag blows up, you will end up either with a broken arm, or with a broken nose. Try 9 and 3 method, or 8 and 4. Happy driving. Number 5. Villains are genius. Over time the evil characters in movies have got more appreciation than even the lead hero, particularly because of the intellect and genius demonstrated by these villains of the silver screen. But are evil characters of real life really genius? Does a typical serial killer really has higher IQ than average? Well, the short answer is no. Scientists conducted a study on over 2,500 serial killers and learnt that their average IQ was around 95. This puts them on the lower end of the spectrum. The average human IQ ranges between 90 to 110. Number 4. Official language of US. Did you ever wonder what is the official language of United States? A lot of us simply assumed it's English, right? But is it really? While the English is the most common language spoken in United States, it really isn't the official language. In fact, the Constitution of US does not grant any language the status of official language. There have been many attempts to push English as the official language, but the attempts have only succeeded at the state level. Some states like Hawaii have declared Hawaiian as official language, while a state like Alaska has granted 20 different languages the status of official language. Number 3. Teeth are supposed to be white. The color white for teeth is as natural as implants are for breast. There, we said it. No matter how much it shock you, the truth is that teeth are not at all supposed to be white. The natural color for our teeth is, in fact, the dreaded yellow. A color that we all try to run away from, when it comes to our teeth. The color of the enamel is bluish white, and the dentine beneath it is yellow. Since enamel is translucent, the overall color of the teeth is light yellowish. Keep smiling. Number 2. Fingerprints are unique. Now this is something serious. All of us are taught and made to believe that fingerprints are all super unique. And the TV shows and movies have only made our faith in this myth stronger. In reality, however, fingerprints are worryingly similar and not as unique as you might think them to be. Relatives in a family will have ridges that match. The entire process from collection of fingerprint to its analysis is very flawed and super subjective. There have been instances in the past where people unrelated to the case were arrested before the investigators realized their mistake. Number 1. Brain games make you smart. The number one fact on our list is something you do in your leisure time, playing brain training games. Thanks to skewed claims by brain training games industry, we all are pretty convinced that playing those so-called logic-infused games actually make us smarter. Scientists too wanted to know the answer. So they conducted a study, and it turns out the claims these brain game companies make are exaggerated and have little credibility. The study said that playing these brain training games makes you better at just one thing, the game itself. So even if you feel you are getting better at the game, you perhaps aren't getting better in the life. Hit like if you like this video and click on the subscribe button to keep receiving amazement. Click on the bell icon to never miss any update. Have a fine day ahead.